Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading that I got all the way through and didn't have the mic on. So just going to go through it. All right. There has been some kind of decision reached, but no movement forward. Someone, you Pisces, are probably in review. You're probably realizing that you either don't feel the same anymore or that a decision has passed that's affecting you. And you're like, okay, now what do I do? Basically, there's a pause in the action movement forward, but there's been all this review. There's been all this. This is not about a second chance because this is talking about new love interest. So you're basically thinking things over, thinking about a past relationship, thinking about your past. It's all kind of coming up for you now. This also could be about a karmic connection. Your future person is going through some heartache right now, and they are in limbo, and they're just kind of letting the destruction and the pain wash over them. They're really kind of plumbing the depths and seeing how they feel. One of the things that's really kind of interesting about this reading is that I feel like you and this other person are going through the same thing. This could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer that you're dealing with that is also going through a similar situation, and where they might feel like a decision has been rendered about them and they are kind of left to deal with the emotional fallout. This would be that your person is dealing with a situation that they can't do anything about, that they've just kind of given up on, and there's a lot of fallout for them emotionally. And they kind of might be emotionally cut off or feel like they can't really make any decisions and move forward. They might be overwhelmed. They might be cut off emotionally. You are thinking that this person, you have a real shot with this person. I think you already know them. I think you've met them socially, but not online. I think you've met them through friends. They've been a known quantity in your life, or they're a familiar, so to speak, but they might not be on your radar. Anyway, it's funny because I keep feeling like they're watching you, but you're also like, God, it's just weird. Anyway, they are going through something. They're having to deal with the fallout of either a divorce or a relationship ending that was pretty karmic, that lasted for a pretty long time. They were quite entrenched in the relationship, so to speak. You are going to be probably keeping your feelings at bay, probably being kind of secretive or mysterious about how you feel. They are going to be all over the place emotionally and feeling confused, probably not very open, maybe even non-communicative. They won't talk about it, but you do. I feel like you know this person, honestly. And they're going through it, and you're watching, and you're having to wait for them to get through it. You might be, they're not going to be the one to make the first move. They're probably unaware of how you feel. They're going to be confused and overwhelmed emotionally. They might be pretty passive. This is not the time for them to start anything new, which is very wise, is why you're waiting. You are pretty good at starting new things, about being assertive, about forward movement, and taking that leap of faith and having new beginnings and seeing what pans out, and let's go here and let's do this. Both of these are about new beginnings and transformation. So you're pretty good at making life work for you and just kind of picking up the pieces and moving on and let's do this, and having that assertive energy. When the time comes around to be with this person or to connect with this person, they are going to be in review. They're going to be in a place where they are over the worst of it, but they're still going to be kind of in review, thinking about their own situation, and they might get word from you, or they might surprise you and send word or communication to you that, hey, what are you doing on this night? Or like all of a sudden, here you are waiting and kind of watching whatever and keeping your distance, but they're going to be all of a sudden reaching out to you, and it's going to start from there. So they're going to be in a place where they're not completely ready and open as you are, but they'll be through it enough to where they're starting to reach out socially again, and it goes from there with you. And what's going to happen is it's going to be a very nice, nurturing, reciprocal, balanced relationship where both of you are going to get your needs met. It's going to be passionate. It's going to be forward moving as far as we're not going to stay stuck in the past. We're going to get things done and go. And this would suggest that you two have the same energy level and interests and hobbies to where you go and do things, but then you meet back at the house and you two, it's just a very connected relationship. Sometimes this would be about independence and dating, but this is also, if we're talking about two people situationally, this is two people that have their energies matched and they get each other and they know how to, like, they make each other a priority. They are very good at connecting socially, but then at the end of the day, it's you two together on the couch watching your stories or going for that run or doing your things together. You two engaging in the hobbies that you two like to do together. And it's very, all good things right here. Okay. This person, though, has to get through it before you can engage with them. They're going to be pretty preoccupied. But then lo and behold, they turn around and unexpectedly start to communicate with you. And that's how it starts. Otherwise, your position is to kind of stand down and wait till things are finished. But I feel like you know this person. Again, meeting them socially, not so much online. This is a person that you've known for a while. This is not somebody out of the blue. You know their situation. That's why I think you're standing down. You're not really making a move towards them. This came out, this came out, and this came out. This is all about, this is going to be the birth of your relationship right here. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes. We got the sun here, which would suggest that you two feel like in time, you two are each other's better half. Like there's just this fit, things work out. Everything is in sync. There's just this great synchronicity and connection between you. This would suggest that there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Okay. That is supporting the birth of this relationship. It might seem like happen chance, like, holy cow, all of a sudden they start reaching out to you and you're like, oh, hey, but you might be finally on their radar as well. Take that leap of faith, which is what you're good at. We have that right here. And go for it. Trust that they are through it enough to where they'd be open to a connection with you. And maybe this is about you helping them see that. This is Fill the Well, by the way. This might be about you. Some people show up to heal and restore. Not that it's a ministry, but this would be part of the Six of Pentacles energy right here where they're getting their needs met from you in a way that they never had before. And likewise you, this is somebody that instead of being able to cut things off and start anew, that you're like, you know, I might stick around for a while. This person's energy matches my own and their priorities are the same here. We got the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So that would suggest that there's like energy, like goals, like passion. it works. So this is most likely about you two filling each other up again and restoring what was either depleted, destroyed, or taken away in past situations. Okay. These two came out. All right. This, we got 35 and 36 here. This is a very solid, stable relationship, right? That's what you have here. This is a challenging, painful relationship that is most likely going to end. That's what this person is going through right here. Okay, Pisces. I had to work very hard not to flip-flop this to be all of a sudden talking about you going through it. Because at some point it flipped and it felt like you were the one going through this. But then it was like, no, this is about this other person where they're at. But it felt like you were going through the same thing. So anyway, we got two situations that are very similar. It felt like to me, maybe that'll resonate. But this is what happens after this person gets through this painful situation. This is you and them. This is them and their person. This is you and them. Okay. All right. Everybody else's reading is like 20 minutes and here yours is like around 10, 15 because holy cow. All right. I hope this was helpful, Pisces. I know it was short and sweet, but holy cow, I got some there 25 minutes and it's like, I just talk too much sometimes. I get something stuck in my head and I can't let go of it because I got to suss it out and then I end up repeating and I don't think I did that here. I hope this was helpful. This person will be going through something for a while, but then they're going to be the one to reach out to you. And you're going to be like, yeah, let's do this. Looks good. Looks good. I hope to see you in the next reading, and thank you for stopping by. Take care.